Yo, what's up guys? This is TiensiNoAkuma here with a, what is this, 1200 Elo game? 1200 Elo? I think it's 1200 Elo. Yeah, 1200 Elo game. I'm playing Amumu. As you can see, my account name is now Red-Eyed XA. And so again, this is 1200 Elo, and things are kind of strange. Let's see, do they... Yes, they do have a jungler sometimes, and he just DC'd. Sometimes in lower Elo, you don't necessarily have to follow the jungling. Like, you don't have to always have a jungler. It's always sometimes good to actually not have a jungler. When you don't have a jungler, you can pressure top lane and force the enemy out of their lane and deny the heck out of them so they don't get any kind of creep. And that way you're going to have 3 people top, and all of them are at the same level. And if everyone's at the same level, you can easily crush someone 1v2. Now, one issue at low Elo that really needs to be fixed is leashing. Leashing for your jungler is extremely important in setting your jungler ahead. If Brand and Jace had come here and helped me out, I would have finished his camp off a lot earlier. I wouldn't have taken as much HP, and I wouldn't have to force myself to waste pots. As you can see here, I'm not going the cloth and remove this. I'm not going the cloth armor and 5 health pots because I need boots to help my ganking potential go higher. So, and as you can see, Brand messed up the leash. One important thing of leashing, let's go back there for a second. When you're leashing from the other side, just hit it once, and just leave it. If the blue buff cannot target you and it leaves a certain range and it can't target you, it's gonna reset. And because it hasn't attacked you at all, it means it hasn't done anything particularly, and usually it might reset completely. I'm not too sure how it works. Nobody knows exactly how it works, but either way, they're doing a triple gank top. What is this? Either way, that sent me kind of behind. Now I'm down to 1 pot, and that means I can't really gank. I'm probably going to be able to take out a wolf camp and a raid camp and a wolf camp again and hit level 3, but I can't really gank. I'll have too low HP. And one common mistake that people make is that what is going on? Why is it not bottling? What is this? What is going on? They don't even have an AD carry, AD range carry. By the way, I haven't seen this game in a while, so I don't really remember what happened. But all I know is that this is 1200 Elo, and everything is messed up right now. We have 2 people top lane. We have Xin going up against 2 ranged carries. We have a double top lane with absolutely... No, okay. If you're going in a 2v1 lane, you have to have at least one ranged harasser or ranged carry. That way you can harass someone out. And look at this. We have Jace against an Alistar and a Tryndamere. Okay? Alistar and Tryndamere, they can't harass from afar. If they run in and harass, Jace is just going to run back or maybe knock them back with a knockback, or use his speed boost and run away. He'll be perfectly fine. These guys need to be... If you want to do a 2 versus 1 lane, you have to have at least one person who can hit from far away. And also, Jace is not OP, but... Oh, actually, he's kind of OP. One of the problems with Jace right now is that his... What's it called again? Thundering Blow... knocks them back a short distance. Thundering Blow, his E skill, I guess that's what it is. His E skill is overpowered, in my opinion. It's on a short CD, if you max it first. Max CD, it's 10 seconds CD, does 20% of your enemy's max HP, and it's a knockback. So basically, you hit like a truck. It's a good disengage skill, and it's on a low CD, so it's spammable. You can do it every single 10 seconds. It's on a lower CD than Ket's Shimbo is at max, but that's beside the point. Either way, it's in my opinion a little bit overpowered. They're gonna definitely have to nerf that. In my opinion, they should either just increase the CD on it or just decrease the damage or whatnot. Anything can happen. And we have a DC. Alright, anyways, so Jace, yeah, so Jace is doing perfectly fine because he's a ranged carry. Look at this, look at that, they can't even harass, he can't even combo correctly. But Jace, it will be fine top because he's a ranged carry against non-range, so he'll be perfectly fine, even though they should be denying him, but they can't, so it's not going to work out. And I'm going to be dumb here and go in. I completely forgot that Anivia has egg, because I haven't played against an Anivia in quite a bit. By the way, this is before I played against Scarab. This game is actually really old. It's been about a month or 2-3 weeks or something, so I don't really remember too much, like I said before. Lhsevel is going down to gank. Do we have vision? Let me turn off the vision for our side. Yeah, so we do have vision. We did see it. I ping it. And this is something you should always do at every single elo, especially at lower elo. Is always ping the enemy. Show your teammates where the enemy is. Sometimes, or most of the time, oh look, Brand's back. Most of the time, people don't really have great map awareness. They can't really last hit and at the exact same time see what's going on at top lane, like other players can. So always ping your enemy. It's never a bad thing to ping them. But it is bad if you ping it incorrectly. If you ping your teammates to go back, that might not work as well as it should if you want them to go in and fight them. But either way, always ping your enemy. It'll always help your teammates out, no matter what elo you're at. Alright, so I know that Brandon is behind now because I gave Anivia a kill because I'm dumb, and that he DC'd, so he's even more behind. But I'm still gonna go gank top. But do they see me? Let me see. Yeah, they do have a ward. Wow, nice wardage. They see me, so they back off. I know they have a ward, so my intention now is to go around and gank that way. Because Jace, we should be able to kill one of them, but unfortunately, it's not going to work out because freaking Lhsevel is here. I didn't see that. I wasn't paying attention. I was watching top lane, and then suddenly Lhsevel started hitting me, and so I was like, oh wait, I was getting hit. And so I took damage I didn't need to take. And oh, what's going to happen here? There's the flash. Q. I know her egg's down now, so I go in for the kill. But unfortunately, Brand DCs. Or he doesn't DC, he just doesn't attack Anivia. He attacks Lhsevel of all the other champions to attack, so that's terrible. But luckily top lane came here and wasted their time. Actually, no, never mind, they got a kill. So never mind. Either way, Jace is going to get some free farm for a little bit. But this is really bad for us. 0 and 3, and I am the reason for 2 of our deaths because of my own stupidity with Amumu. As you can tell, I don't play enough Amumu, so I'm not really good with him. Fortunately, though, Amumu is a monster if played correctly. So, I mean, he's pretty easy to play if you can land Qs and understand when to go in, when not to go in. Like, every single one of my mistakes was that first mistake was, I believe I dealt more damage than I normally do, which I didn't. I was level 4, and I think Anivia had 1 level on me, or was the same level as me, so I didn't deal enough damage, and her egg was up. So either way, not a good move on my part. Second thing is, I went in on Anivia. I knew that I can't kill Anivia by myself, definitely. So I was reliant on Brand, but I completely forgot that Brand is DC'd, and so his internet is probably terrible, and so is his reaction speed as well. So there's no point. And also notice here, I'm not going to give blue to Brand. There's no point in trying to give a buff to a player who is out of commission. And when I say that, I mean that Brand is consistently DCing, and I don't trust his performance in lane with a blue buff. So that's something. Blue buff is like standard at higher elo. You always give blue buff to your teammates because normally you can always trust your teammates with the buff. But if you can't trust your teammates with a buff and you know that they're probably going to give it away or they're not going to use it effectively, then you should probably take the buff. Buffs should be given to the players who can use it to their fullest extent. And if Brand is DC'd, he's not using blue buff to its fullest extent. And if I get it, I can farm easier and I can gank easier. So it's better off if I get it, which I did. I did get it. Ooh. And so I ping this. I see him. And so I go back in and ult. I'm like, come here, come help. She's right here. I have an ult up. And Brand DCs. Or he just sits there. I don't know. And oh look, they see him. Yep, there you go. There's a DC. Yeah, so if I gave blue buff to Brand there, Lhsevel would have gotten it. So, again, like I said, don't give buffs to players who can't use it to its fullest extent. Now then, how are the other lanes going? Bot lane is a very peculiar lane matchup. Like I said, it's a complete opposite of this. Okay, we have our ranged carry at top, so he's doing perfectly fine, even though he should be getting denied. On the other hand, the enemy is playing an AD carry who's getting denied the heck out of. He has 16 CS. Against 2 ranged carries, so he can't really do much. So this is pretty hilarious for me. Unfortunately, he does a ton of damage because Soraka has no armor. Actually, never mind. She only gets armor when she heals herself, but she's not going to heal herself before. Oh, I took a lot of damage before. There's my ult before Xin comes out. She has no mana, so I'm not scared of her at all. I'm like, okay, he's out of mana. He can't do anything. Maybe cast 1 skill on me and ignite me, and Brand DCs again. Yeah, and so I'm low on HP, and Anivia is safe and sound. And now we're 0 and 4. So yeah, this is turning out to be a very fun game, as you can see here. So a lot of people are always complaining about their elo. Oh, I had a DC, I had a lever, what happened bot? They got ganked. And he's out of mana, so he can't really slow her. But I think they should be able to get this if someone tanks it. Ooh, bad play on Zin's part. Yeah, Xin should have gone in with Lhsevel since Lee was taking the turret. Lhsevel could have gotten out with his safeguard onto a allied creep, and Xin could have finished Soraka off, maybe. Actually, let's look at boots. Yeah, Xin Zhao has boots over Soraka, so he might have been able to catch up to her and kill her, but it might have been a trade. Might have been a trade, 1-for-1. But either way, I'm not too sure what could have been done better on their part. Lhsevel did a good job taking the turret, and Xin Zhao should have went in on it because Lhsevel committed, but it's possible that I wasn't watching CDs, so it's possible that Soraka had a heal up and could have turret juked them and forced them both to die just with one heal. But I don't know. Normally you should never dive a Soraka. This is a good tip. Never ever dive a champion who has skills that can turn the tides of a battle. And when I say that, oh look, you reconnected. We swapped lanes for some strange reason. So this is terrible. You should never send Soraka bot against the Xin Zhao. She can't do anything against them. You see that? She's getting destroyed. So now I have to come bot and help her out. See, oh, there we go. That's the example right there. Never dive someone who with heal. He's going to take a ton of damage, and we're going to trade. And it's going to be worth it, because it was a 2-for-1. And that means we got assist gold out of it. Can I get this? What's my CD on Q? 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. There's my ult. We should be able to pick this up, because I'm pretty sure Draven is not going to DC. I know she's egged. And so I go in and Q her. And we should be able to pick this up. Unfortunately, Draven should have been moving. He should have orb walked, which is attacking someone while moving. If he did do that, then he would have avoided getting killed by Lhsevel, because he would have been deeper in here, and Lhsevel would have had a more difficult time catching up and dealing more damage to him. But fortunately, we were able to trade for that. I should get out of here alive. There we go. So it was a 2-for-1. Definitely worth it for us. Yeah. Another quick thing. What was I saying again? There's so many different things that are going on. Oh yeah. So one good skill to learn at lower elo, or just in general, is orb walking. A lot of people don't know what that means. Orb walking, like I said, is basically attacking while moving. There is a certain way of doing it. I've said this many times before, but I don't know if I've said it well enough so people to understand. So basically, to orb walk, by the way, Soraka's trying to kite him and juke him, but unfortunately I'm here. I have red buff too, so he can't catch up to her unless his E's up, which is in 5 seconds. There we go, and we're going to trade off here. Good, very good silence on Soraka's part. If she didn't silence, he would have been able to E and maybe kill her. I'm not too sure. But, now, back to the situation at hand. You should never dive someone who has heals or any kind of juking skills like Wukong. You should never dive a Wukong who has his clone up. You should never dive a Kaylee who has her ult up. Just any kind of champion that can manipulate their own current status. I guess that's the best description. Like manipulating your HP. Okay, it seems as though I have low HP right now, but I'm going to heal it and manipulate my HP. Or I'm going to manipulate my champion and clone myself. And just any kind of champions like that, you really shouldn't dive them when you know that it's off CD. But anyways, what was I saying before? Oh yes, orb walking. Orb walking is basically clicking away to move, and every single time your attack animation comes up again, you want to hit your attack button, which is can I see it? No, I can't. Key bindings. Yeah, there we go. I hope you guys can see this right now. I'm not sure if you guys can, but I have my exit open. You go to key bindings, and I can't do that because I'm not in game. But there is a key binding in key bindings that will tell you to target an enemy champion, and that's the key binding you want to use. You want to use that keybind, whichever one's more comfortable for you. People change it sometimes. I think it's set to A or something as default. I'm not too sure. You should look for it. Good ignite on Jace's part. That's how you should beat Tryndamere. Ignite him right before his ult ends so you can kill him. But you click away, then you hit that key, and that key will automatically let your champion attack. And so basically you're clicking, and then you use your key button to attack. Click, key, click, key, click, key. And when you're later into the game, when you have a Phantom Dancer and your attack speed is ridiculous, then it's going to be very, very fluid, and you're just going to be clicking attack, and it's going to be really, really easy. Compared to what people normally do, which is what I do because I don't play AD carries, which is clicking away and then clicking back on the champion, clicking away to move and then clicking back on the champion. That's what I do. It's really inefficient, especially if you have a lot of attack speed, which I normally don't because I'm playing mages, so it works for me. But it's actually very, very difficult. It's possible that you can misclick in both ways. You can either misclick by not clicking on the right champion, or you can misclick by not clicking in the right direction that you want to move, like if you're dodging a skill. So again, it's a lot easier if you click away in the direction you want to move and then use that attack target enemy champion attack button. Alright, so now what's going on right here? Brand is DC'd again. Okay. Oh boy. Draven. He's tanking terror damage, so Draven's like, okay, I can fight him. But unfortunately, Xin Zhao, and he's very, very tanky. I don't know why Xin picked up Merc Treads, especially against a Soraka Draven bot lane. What's going on right here is Draven is the main source of damage, not Soraka. Soraka is just kiting Xin Zhao, and she doesn't even have any kind of AP, I think. Yeah, she doesn't have any kind of AP items. Yeah, she has absolutely no AP. So there's no reason for him to be picking up Merc Treads. I mean, the only kind of CC they have is Silence, which isn't too big of an issue for an AD carry like Xin. See, again, they're diving a Soraka, and they took massive amounts of damage. Now Jace should be able to at least pick up 1 kill. There we go, first kill, and now he should be able to pick up 2 kills. Is his jump up? Yes, leaps to an enemy, yep. His jump's up. Brand is alive again. Ooh, there's the movement speed buff, boost. And Anivia should have seen this a lot earlier. She should have went to his rescue a lot earlier. Had she done that, she would have been able to stun Jace and kill him before he was able to attack Alistar and kill Alistar. So that was a 2-for-1 trade. Just another thing at this Elo map awareness is extremely, extremely important. One thing to help with your teammates' map awareness, if your teammates don't really have great map awareness, is ping. Again, pinging is extremely important. Alistar was running away, and he needed help. He should have pinged the map and be like, guys, help me. Spamming pings over and over again. Help, help, help. That's what you have to do if your teammates don't really have great map awareness. It's that visual and audio that you get from a ping, like flashing lights on a screen, is definitely going to catch people's attention a lot more than a little circle on a mini-map on the lower right-hand corner. So, again, ping whenever you want to get your teammates, wow, there's Lee teammates attention, and always remember that pinging is never bad. Always ping whenever you can. And also, that was a good flash on her part. I'm gonna go in here because I know that she doesn't have her ult. I mean, she doesn't have any mana. My ult is down though, so we can't do anything. Oh wow, I am so ballsy. I do have flash. Yeah, that was bad play on my part. Like right now, just as I'm watching, I would not have done that. If I was the me that I am now, I would not have gone in on that. My bandage toss is not being maxed first. I actually maxed my bandage toss second, because apparently maxing E first is better. It gives you more damage reduction, and it hits harder with more hits more consistently than a Q does, even though Q is really helpful. Nice ult. Alright, they catch him here. Now, see, this is another thing. Knowing what your teammates want to do. Trinimir's like, alright, I don't want to fight this. He walks this way. Alistar's like, oh, I think Trinimir wants to fight this. So he walks directly into 4 of my teammates. Again, my teammates don't really know what to do, so they don't even stun him, and he gets out alive like nothing happened, which is kind of hilarious. Without even using his ult, he's perfectly fine. But I'm just free farming here, as you can see, level 12. I am the highest level on my team, aside from Draven, Jace, who's the same level, which makes sense. So I'm gonna go mid and help out because I don't know where the enemy is. There's 4 mid, so I need to go help them out. It's possible there's a 5-man team mid, and I have to go in and help them out no matter what. I see a ward being placed down here. If you see a ward get placed down like this, either your enemy is in this bush or they're over the wall. Most likely over the wall if someone's willing to put a ward over there. So one good tip is seeing where wards are immediately being placed. If you see a ward getting placed down, note the location of it and use that location to guess where your teammates are. That was a bad kick by Lhsevel. It kind of saved them. Where am I? I am taking blue buff. I didn't expect my teammates to start a fight. Normally a lot of issues happen in this situation. A lot of people would Usually people are blaming each other, like, why weren't you mid Amumu to help us out? Well, I was taking blue buff. If your teammates aren't there, you probably shouldn't force a fight or get yourself caught. Like, that's standard knowledge. Usually the person's fault, whoever's fault it is, in these situations, DC'd again, in these situations where a team fight starts and you're missing a player, it's usually based on when the team fight starts. If the team fight starts after the player has obviously left the area, then it's the team's fault for getting caught. If the teammate leaves as a team fight is starting, then it is definitely his fault. So it's always the person. It's always the person it's always based on who starts the team fight. I mean, when the team fight starts. Sorry. What's going on top? 2 versus 1. We see him. There's a ward. Can I land my Q on this? Blind toss. Got it. My ult is up. There we go. Got it. Notice here, by the way, I'm playing Amumu AP Amumu. If you look at my build, I have 2. Oh boy. I have 2 Doran's rings and a. Yeah, like that. And a what is this called again? Hourglass. And so as you can see, I'm definitely playing the AP carry of this team to make up for our brand. But as I've said before in my other lower elo Smurf games, always try to play the champion that can carry, even if you're not playing the role that you want to be playing. Like normally, I would prefer to play mid lane or top lane because I'm more comfortable there. But you always, like I said before, always want to make your teammates as comfortable as possible. Always give your teammates the role that they're best at so they can excel or not do as badly, while you won't be doing as well as you normally can, but you won't be failing as badly as your teammates can. I guess if that's the best way of explaining it. So I got forced to jungle, or I chose the jungle, to let my teammates go mid and top because they called it. And because of that, I got stuck here. And whatever role you get, try to pick a champion that can carry the game. Amumu can carry the game, especially if he goes AP, as you'll see this game. It's just, I deal so much damage and I have very good utility, in the sense that I have an AoE route for a few seconds. And on top of that, I have a stun and a lot of AoE damage. Actually, Amumu has 3 skills that deal AoE damage, so he's very, very powerful in a team fight setting, especially if he goes AP and does damage. So Amumu, good jungle carry. If you're playing someone else like a jungle Alistar, you could help your team set up ganks. Like Alistar is a commonplace ban at high elo, specifically because he's such an amazing ganker. But that's the thing, he's awesome at ganking, but he can't finish people off. He has to rely on his teammates to kill them. And even if you're Alistar and you can catch your enemy out of position and stun them, it's up to your teammates on whether or not they can respond to it and kill your enemy. So Alistar would not be a good pick at lower elo if you're intending to jungle and carry your team. It's just like why I said supports can't really carry, because sure, you can get your AD carry fed bot. If you're playing Blitzcrank, great, you can grab your enemy and feed your AD carry, but in the end, you're still relying on your AD carry. Your AD carry can still make mistakes that you wouldn't make, like getting caught out, and all those kills you've given to your AD carry have gone to nothing because they got themselves killed, and it wasn't your fault, it was their fault. So that's what I mean when I say that supports can't carry. They can't carry themselves, they have to rely on someone else because they're supporting. So if you do have to support, my advice is, again, pick up aggressive killer type supports like Blitzcrank, Leona maybe. And supporting isn't just limited to those supporting champs that you see a lot, like Soraka or Taric or Leona or Nunu. There's so many. I don't really understand why people are so nitpicky about, oh, you have to support with this, you have to support with that, you can't support with support Lee Sin or support Xin Zhao. I mean, when you're supporting, the purpose of supporting is you're helping your teammates out, you're setting things up for them. And sure, having a champion like Leona or Soraka with heals or stuns or silences are a lot better at setting up kills and stuff, but you don't really have to play, well, you got caught. You don't really have to play those kind of champions, in my opinion. Like, I don't like doing it, but I have to because that's the standard, and I don't like that at all. And that's why there's always a lot of nice people or interesting people who are trying to mix the meta up, and they're trying new and different things like triple lane bot or other things stupid as Zingy, forcing us to triple lane bot. I haven't yet to win a single game when Azingi, if you guys don't know, Azingi is a player who is always trying to make up new things in the game. Like for example, like I said, 3 people bot lane, or 2 people in the jungle, and 2 people in the jungle and 3 people in solo lanes. Every single time he tries something, I never win a game. It's so sad. What I did wrong here was I used my ult earlier. I used it to kill Alistar, and because of that, I couldn't use it on these guys. If I hadn't used it on Alistar, and if I'd used it on everyone here, I would have gotten out of that, and we might have been able to pick up several kills out of that, because my ult would deal a ton of damage. It would be a root for several seconds as well, and we would just be sitting there dealing so much damage, and they would have to sit there and take it, because they're playing AD carries, and they can't really cast spells. Some people don't know, if you're rooted, you can still cast spells. You can't... Wait a minute. When you're rooted, you can't cast movement spells. Like, you can't jump, but you can still attack, and you can still... Actually, yeah, Amumu, you can't... When you're bandage tossed, when you get ulted by Amumu, you can still cast spells, but you can't jump, and you can't auto-attack. So, that's why Amumu in this game was a very lucky pick for me, because they have so much auto-attackers that, like... Tryndamere, Xin Zhao, Lee Sin, that they can't cast any spells when they're rooted, and so when I'm rooting them, they're basically stunned. They're basically stunned because they can't even auto attack at all. Good play by Soraka there, and we're gonna catch him out. I think my ult's up, right? Yeah, no, it's not. Either way, I'm tanky like crazy. They're not even focusing me. Who is actually I am the main carry. People don't realize this, but I am the person carrying this game, and they're not focusing me. Because I'm so fed, I'm extremely tanky, and they can't take me out because of that. So you see this, all of this damage I'm dealing. Draven is luckily I would not have been able to play as well this game if it were not for Draven. Draven is doing a really good job, even though he could definitely be doing better in some situations. He's still doing a very, very good job, even though he's 3-6-3. When I say good job, I mean he's doing his job, which is dealing damage. As an AD carry, that is your job. You want to deal as much damage as you can. If you're going to die and take out your enemy with it. Like, don't go down without a fight. And that's what Draven has been doing. And even though his score might not represent it, he's still doing a good job in my opinion. Same with Jace. Jace is doing an okay job. He's getting caught out of position, which should never be happening. Well, when I say never, I meant like at higher level play, you should never be making simple mistakes like getting caught out, because usually you have very good map awareness. But at this elo, I guess it's fine. Well, it's never fine to get caught out, but it's a little bit more understandable when you get caught out of position. But back to my situation at hand. If you want to play an AP carry Amumu, this is the build you should go. The build is... Actually, let's see here. The build is... Where is my item? So, boots. Either offensive boots or defensive boots. Abyssal Scepter, for sure. Sunfire Cape. Zanya's Hourglass. And a Guardian's Angel. Your last item can be anything that you want. If you want to deal more damage, pick up a hat. If you want to be tankier, pick up something else. I did not pick up an Aegis. I would have picked up an Aegis instead of a Sunfire Cape if Soraka hadn't gotten it, because I want to help my teammates out as much as possible. I want them to stay alive as much as possible, so I can pick up so they can help me deal more damage if they survive longer. See, I picked up a hit. I got 3 of them in all, so it was a good ult on my part. And they don't have Tryndamere, but we don't have Brand. Never mind, I forgot Brand's been DC'd this entire time. So this entire time it's been a 4v5, just so you know. Yeah, I'm gonna pick this up. There we go. Where's my key? There we go. Can I pick this up? Yeah, got it. And I turn around and I flash over the wall. There we go. And it was a 2 for 3 exchange. Not worth it at all. I was really sad about that. And wow, are we actually ahead in terms of gold? Yes, we are. We're ahead by we're ahead by 0.4k gold, 400 gold. That is hilarious. How are we ahead by that? Maybe it's because of my CS. Yeah. I guess I have 15. Actually, compared to the jungler, who's Lee Sin, I have 90 more CS than he does. That's how it should be compared. But never mind. If you think about it again, because Brand is in here, that's money gone to waste. So basically, Brand has 5,000 gold, and that means we're down 5,000. So we're actually down by a lot more than I thought. So never mind. We were never ahead. It was all an illusion. I've been lied to. And you see this? How tanky I am? They've been critting me over and over again, and I get a Soraka heal, and now they can't even touch me. So, really great. I like this build. I like it a lot. How tanky am I? I have 248 armor and 184 magic resist, and I have 200 AP and a red buff. So I deal a ton of damage, and I'm extremely tanky as well. Ooh, I just saw an ult, and I should be able to pick this up because his Q's down. And look, Alistar too. That was a really good punt over the wall by Alistar. He took red blue buff, and he was able, and he almost saved Lhsevel, but unfortunately I deal too much damage, and they can't do anything against me. So nice try. I still got blue buff. Did I have smite there? No, I didn't. That's why I couldn't take blue buff from him. Or maybe I did. I was not paying attention. But back to the situation at hand, which is I'm 15-4-5. I'm making fewer mistakes, I guess, but my teammates still aren't in a great position. Like I said before, you always want to help your teammates and help them out. No matter how far behind they are, they're still going to be a weight. They're still going to weigh you down. So you always want to help them out and try to lessen the load that they're putting onto you. So that's why I gave blue buff to Jace, and that's why I would have gotten an Aegis if Soraka had not gotten one. By the way, some people don't know, Aegises do not stack for the team. They do stack if you have one and your teammates have one, then it stacks for you and your teammate, but it will not stack for your entire team. So that's why it's kind of a quote-unquote waste of money in that sense. Oh, that was... I was hoping Zin was going to walk into the bush, that's why I aimed my Banjo Toss that way. What is Zin doing? Oh yeah. My main priority in every single fight is to destroy Anivia. Anivia is my main priority because Brand isn't here. We don't have someone to zone out and take out the AP carry, who is usually going to be the squishiest and the easiest to kill. And I have to fulfill Brand's role as AP carry, and also fulfill the role as tank. And so I have to take out Anivia. As soon as I take out Anivia, I have to start peeling for my allies and try to take out whoever is trying to kill my teammates. Which is extremely difficult because I don't really have any kind of peeling skill, any kind of consistent peeling skills aside from my ult and Q. And my Q is on a really long CD, so I can't like peel easily without red buff or a phage. Oh, and one more thing at this elo is objectives. The importance of objectives. You will see... Oh, I should pick up a freaking hourglass. You will see a lot at a lower elo that people... That dragon is up for like 15 minutes. It's been up for 15 minutes and no one even touches it. No one even touches it. Like, dragon is an extremely important objective. And so is Baron, especially after 30 minutes in. You will see in this game that multiple times the enemy has a chance to take Baron, and they don't. If they do take Baron, that's basically 300 gold per person, 15,000 gold, 1,500 gold, plus an extra Baron buff, which would have won them many fights. And the only reason why they're actually losing fights is because they're not taking objectives. They're not getting any more ahead of gold than they actually were before, and so they can't kill us as easily. And I'm able to use my high amount of farm and gold to my and kills to my advantage. And now I'm a monster. I have GA, and if you saw that fight, a mistake they made was that they bunched up in this small area. You see all of these deaths right here, Soraka. You see all those deaths there? They're all bunched up there, and because they were bunched up, I was able to deal my massive amount of AoE damage and kill all of them. And I'm going to die here because I'm dumb. I should have backed out a lot earlier. I should have relied on Draven to finish off the turret because he's a ranged carry. I shouldn't have stayed there, so I got caught, and now I lost my GA and I'm dead. Notice, by the way, I'm not building too much MR because the enemy has so much AD damage. Lhsevel, Xin Zhao, and Trinity are all AD carries, AD melee carries. So my objective is to pick up as much armor as possible and to stop that. So that's another reason why Anivia is my top priority. She's my top priority primarily because she's a higher threat to me than any other player on the team is for the enemy. And with my death, they should have taken Baron buff. They definitely should have taken Baron buff. It would have been a free Baron for them, and then they could have pushed us up like this. But no, you see how unorganized they are? There was only three of them here, and Alistar goes in to tank the turret while the rest of his team isn't there. And now we just wasted his ult because of that, and that will definitely make a difference later without Alistar ult. So just, I guess giving a tip for that is, it's really difficult to learn to know what to do until you've played this game more. Like, Alistar wanted to take the turret, but there was no creep, so he went in and tanked it, while his teammates were like, oh, we have no creep, we shouldn't go in. and it's just I throw a blind Q into here. I'm just like, hope no one. I wonder if one person is there. Fortunately, they're all there, and so I get a full ult off. And again, you see they're all bunched up here again, and I just nail all of them in my ult, and we're able to even it. I guess we picked up 3 for 2, but we're going to lose Jace. And unfortunately, because Anivia has her egg, and look at this, I don't deal as much damage anymore because she picked up a Negatron cloak. So she has a Negatron cloak. I can't even kill her in egg form, even though I'm going full AP and damage. Not full AP, but mostly AP and a lot of damage. So my priority last item is to pick up a hat. You see this giant spell? I was intending to pick up a Rylai's so I can slow the enemy with my skills and peel for my allies and help them out. But I've realized that I can't rely on my teammates that much. They're not dealing the damage that I need them to be dealing, especially this late in the game at 36 minutes in. So you notice I just sold my belt and I bought a needlessly large rock because I'm going to be picking up a hat so I can deal more damage. Because if you notice every single fight, I'm getting everything off and I'm hitting so much people, and I should be dealing more damage if I want to help my teammates out. So as you can see, I will be picking up a hat. And Anivia tries to fight without any mana even though she has blue buff. Don't overestimate the power of blue buff. Just because you have blue doesn't mean that you're going to have infinite mana. You still have to regen mana. I think they nerfed blue buff so it's a flat regen and not like, oh, percentage of something. Actually, let me see. Can I click on them? There we go. Blue buff. Increased mana and energy rate. That doesn't help me. But either way, the mana regen got reduced, I think. So, you see Baron. I ping Baron. I'm like, crap, they're taking Baron. They're taking Baron. But, guess what? Where is it? They are not taking Baron. Yes, they are. Never mind. What are they doing? Make up your mind. Yeah, see, they don't take Baron. Look at this. They don't take Baron. This would have been another perfect time to take Baron. If they took Baron, there's no way we could have stopped them. Actually, we probably could have stopped them, but it would have been extremely difficult to stop them, and they probably might have taken it. Actually, never mind. No, I can outsmite him because Lhsevel's not even there. But they don't take Baron, and instead they force a fight. They take out our Jace, but I'm gonna take out 2 of them. So it's a 2-for-1 exchange. And now we're going to take out 3? Do I have my flash up? No, never mind. If I had flash up, I would have flashed in and queued Lhsevel. Unfortunately, I can't. I can't do that. Ooh, there we go. Gotta kill the Anivia even though she has freaking MR. There it is. Oh, come on, heal me. Where's the heal? Where's the heal? Heal me. Heals. More heals. Need more heals. Oh, great heal. Yep, AP Amumu, too strong. Too strong. With a Soraka as well. Look at how much armor I had, 271 and 222 magic resist, so that's not including a heal, I think. Actually, yeah, that's not including heal. She just healed a minion and she completely missed me. But yeah, like I said before, if you're going to play another role, always make sure that to play a carry type champion. So I guess some people would like to know what would be classified as a carry type champion. Just basically any champion with good scaling. Actually, no. Also has good scaling too, but it doesn't. I mean, it's easy when you know this game very well. You know which champions can carry and which champions can't carry a lot more. Like for example, actually hold up. There goes Soraka. So I back out. I let her die. There's no point in trying to help a teammate if you know they're dead. Always remember that. That's a common mistake people do at lower elo is, oh, my teammate's in trouble. I'm gonna go help them. Oh wait, I got myself killed. You just gave your enemies 2 kills when they could have just gotten 1, and you could have gotten out alive. So if your teammate got caught, just let them die. Don't waste kills. By the way, they could have taken Baron again. It would have been a 5 versus 3, and I think my ult's up because I have blue buff. But yeah, this would have been an easy Baron for them. You see, I don't even back off because I'm afraid of them taking Baron. I'm afraid of it. Do I even have a ward? I don't have any space for a ward. I want to go back and buy my hat. And they don't even do it. The Alistar's not even here. They're taking mid. He starts going bot and they're pushing mid. I don't know what they're... And he's going top. So, just prioritize. Like, you see, look at this. They're sitting mid. They don't know what to do. I'll tell you what to do. You take Dragon or you take Baron buff. Okay? Oh my god. This is... I mean, I'm happy, because this is good for us, but just always remember to take objectives. If you don't have anything to do, see if Dragon and Baron is up, and see if you're able to take it without any risk. They would have had no problem taking Dragon. Baron might have been a little bit riskier, but they have Tryndamere and Lhsevel and Xin Zhao and Anivia. they wouldn't have had a problem against 4 of us. It's a 4v5 fight for it's been a 4v5 fight for a very long time. You see Brandy's level 11, right? And our entire team's level 18. Alright. Ugh. And we're actually, what's our gold? Are we still behind? That's 6,500. We're still behind in terms of gold because we're missing Brand. But individually, we have more gold than they do individually. So it's good for us. I'm not gonna land this Q because it's blind. Actually, let me turn this off. Sorry. There we go. So, Alistar disappears. Oh no, he's over here. Yeah, we thought they were in the bush because we didn't have any vision, but they weren't. And we know that Lee Sin's bot, so this is definitely a 4v5 fight. So I ping it. I'm like, go and this is a 4v5. And I don't see Lee Sin, so I think he Xin Zhao, so I think he goes this way. I think he went there. But he went the other way, and he still goes in and gets caught. And I think my flash is up now. There we go. Flash Q. Kill him. There we go. So it's a 4v4 right now, and now we're even. Because it's definitely a 4v4. Like, all of us are basically full on HP, so it's pretty even. Lee Sin, unfortunately, got caught by me. And am I gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna use my ult on him to finish him off. Normally, in a higher level game, I would not have used my ult. It would have been a quote-unquote waste, because it would have been better off used in a team fight, more team-oriented setting. So now it's a 2v3. Jace comes back. Come on back, Jace. So I go off after Anivia. I deal so much more damage now that I have a hat. You see that damage? Oh, Q. Don't miss the Q. Oh wait, never mind. So I back off. My Q's on CD. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pretend that I can't catch him. And so we're able to take him out, and my GA just came up. So I'm perfectly fine. And thank goodness Jace came back. Jace came back and helped me out. If Jace hadn't come back, we would have lost. So definitely really, really good job on Jace. Like, no matter what elo you are, you will always need your teammates' help. And this game, we definitely could not have won this game without Draven and Jace and Soraka. It was a team effort, even though I was a monster. And just remember that you always want to help your teammates, and that you need to play champions who can carry the game. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you guys want to see more, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And sorry that I haven't made videos lately. I've been actually very, very busy with schoolwork, so I won't be pumping out videos as much for the next few weeks. But as soon as everything starts settling down, then I will return back to 3 videos a week, or at least 2. So, thanks for watching. Bye.